If you want to learn how to trade just like me, join the community, click the private Discord link, sign up through this membership level, and you will gain access to weekly group mentorship calls for free. Finally, the moment we've been waiting for. Us Kaspa holders have been waiting for this 0.051900 level to be broken to invalidate our bearish scenario. While we were still maintaining the bias of being bearish underneath this, we were still giving bullish trades here on the channel. For example, we called out a bullish divergence over here to take back up into the golden pocket. Hopefully you guys profited along with this move. It was a very nice one. Then we were suggesting, while still beneath the 0.5 Fibonacci, we're not yet actually invalidating this dump down to the 1618 and the 1414 here at about 4 cents. All you need to do is break past the 0.5 Fibonacci, and in the immediate short term we're invalidating this path, but going up to previous resistance that has been keeping Kaspa bearish. That's what led to this dump over here on Kaspa. By holding beneath this high, we broke out right over here. As soon as the breakout happened, we couldn't flip into support, flipped it back into resistance, and that is what caused this dump. Luckily enough for you guys, I pretty much timed the bottom exactly, and we were suggesting that with the bullish divergence down over here, you should be entering a trade up until this point. We profited along on that. Then we were suggesting that as long as we are beneath 47525, the 0.5 Fibonacci, we're not yet actually invalidating this 4 cent target, so it's still a possibility. And even if we go ahead and break through the 0.5 Fibonacci, while we are still beneath that high on the left over here, we could technically still see a move down like this where we have a dead cat bounce that eventually goes down and meets the target. So it's incredible that we've finally invalidated that simply by breaking the high on the left that we saw over here. However, there's still a lot of things that need to happen. We need to confirm this as support, guys, because if we now fall back underneath, confirm it as resistance, return to the golden pocket, and fail to break out again. So if we do something like this and we fail to break out, this would be the breakout that we want to see further bullish continuation. If we now fail to hold this as support, we really want to hold this support to continue higher just from here, guys. But I'm just suggesting that even if we do come down lower, we must bounce from this point and break out again, because if we then form a lower high, we go back on that original path heading down to 4 cents. Please go ahead and watch my Bitcoin update. It's so important. We were looking at potential Wyckoff distribution here. It's just a suggestion. This is something that I'm going to keep in the back of my mind. But this was the 30k high, 31.8k high, and this is 35k right now. Could this still be the case where we return down to 23k? There's also a CME gap that wasn't filled yet at $21,000. So we just need to keep that in the back of our minds. And if, let's just say, Bitcoin did dump, then we would know that Kaspa would eventually be meeting these targets. But I'm not a bear as of now. Oh, now that we've gone below, I'm a bear again. No, I'm only joking. But the moment we're closing below this, holding it as resistance, so right now we are starting to come down. If we then bounce off the 20, and again, this is what's keeping us bullish. So technically, it should just push us back through and we go on this bullish path. However, if we then hold this as resistance, come down and eventually get down to here, and we still don't manage to break out like this, and we just put another lower high, we're going back on that original path, guys. I know that sounds so annoying because right now, on a technicality, we've invalidated this 4 cent target. Very excited times. Hope you've been enjoying these updates and taking action on these free trades from here to here, as well as breaking from here all the way up into there. So these, let's see how much you would have profited from these moves. So the divergence appeared there. This was a move. I actually did give the target here. So this was a 10% move without leverage. And I suggested that if we ever do break above the 0.5 fib, which on the 4-hour time frame is right there on that candle, but I guess on the lower time frames we'd see a better entry. But let's just go off the 4-hour time frame because we're already here. This would have been an almost 8% move. So you could have almost got a 20% move without any leverage, giving you totally for free here on the channel. If you want me to teach you how you can profit along using the Fibonacci's, I do weekly group calls that I mentioned at the beginning of this video, where we do mentorship sessions as a group. So not only going to get further TA in there and early access to these videos, but you're also going to be getting weekly group calls, and there are 2 a week, guys. So 1 to 2 a week. We usually keep to 2 a week, so that's Tuesdays and Thursdays. We do have some tonight, so if you wanted to join to learn how to trade and analyze any charts that you want us to look at, then do so before 8 p.m. tonight UK time. We also got the clocks going back very soon as well. But yeah, let me just show you the bullish targets right now. If we do continue to go up again, we don't want that scenario where we revalidate the bearish scenario. We want to get out of here now. So the next point of a resistance would be 5.5 cent, 5.7 cent, and almost 6 cent up here, which is this upward sloping resistance point over here. And in fact, guys, when we did break out and see this high, it eventually ended up lower. But when we broke out over here, we were already talking about this 5.5 to 6 cent target over here. In fact, guys, as you zoom out more, we can see that we have further targeted upside almost at 10 cent, but we would need to see a break of this 6 cent area. If 6 cent is kept as resistance, so if we now continue there, then we'll come back down and then have another go. Fail to break, we go down. Breakout, then we start to head up, because there's nothing really in the way of Kaspa stopping us from there. It's just, you just have fib levels at that point, at that moment in time. So it's very exciting times. I want to know your thoughts. Will we now hold this 51990 as support to fully invalidate that bearish scenario, or do you think there is a chance that we actually fall back below, confirm it as resistance, and then come back down to the golden pocket? And for the bulls, if this does happen, we must then break out, hold its support, and then continue to our 5.5 and 6 cent target. If we then do a dead cat bounce over here and we lose this golden pocket, then unfortunately we validate those targets to the downside again. It's very annoying, but this is just how trading works. It's all about validation and invalidation points. And as we've been making this video, guys, you can see we were above, we're looking for this to hold a support, and we're now starting to get this dump. So right now, it is so important getting a bounce off the 20 moving average, breaking back above 51900 cent to invalidate this bearish path, because now on a technicality we're throwing ourselves back down into the bearish path. But as I started the video on a bullish note, the title will be bullish, because yeah, we did break out, so the title will be bearish path invalidated. And then if we confirm as resistance, tomorrow's title will be revalidated the bearish path. But that's it from me today. Hope you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Hopefully you've been taking these trades. If you're not, do consider the education. Here's some more info on it. If any of you are interested in learning how to trade just like me, there's multiple options. Click this ebook. It covers all the strategies that I use in these YouTube updates, so you will have all the same skills. Covers the Japanese candlestick, chart patterns, support and resistance, why I use EMAs over trend lines, Fibonacci's, divergences, and again, using these all together to profit using them. I've also got a discount on my course at the moment, which ends at the end of this month. So that's down to £100. You also gain free access to my Discord community for the next 3 months, where you can expect to be a part of 12 to 24 group mentorship calls. If you want something that's a bit more personalized to your needs, then join my one-to-one mentorship plan. You can choose 5 or 10 hours of my one-to-one help, and included will be the 3 months free in the community, as well as my 6-hour long video course.